this Money Monday, the question is, who do you allow to drive your car? Attorney Michael Jafar is with me today. He's here from the firm, the Dearborn law firm, Jafar and Mahdi. And you see a lot of people who are well-intentioned letting people use their car. They're going to get into trouble.
Most people don't know that if you do a nice favor to somebody and you allow them to borrow your car, you are not only loaning them your car, you're also loaning them your insurance policy. If they get in an accident, you and your insurance are responsible. And if your insurance is not enough to cover you for the damage that they caused with your car, guess who is responsible after that? You could be personally responsible for that. So if you loan your car to somebody and you let them go to the liquor store because they need to pick up some sugar, and they run into the store and the store shut down for a week and has to, file a claim for damages, and their damages for lost profits are over $500,000, and your insurance policy doesn't cover you for that, which it probably won't, you could be personally responsible. So be careful who you allow to borrow your car.
And as it says right on the screen there, they borrow your car, they're automatically borrowing that insurance policy, and you can be sued. And you have seen the downside of that. Something else, Mike, that's going on out there. A lot of people list a fake address, and they do this to cut their insurance costs because maybe it costs less in somebody's neighborhood than it costs in my neighborhood to get insurance, and that's very dangerous too, and it's going around a lot.
It's illegal, it's fraud, it happens a lot. In tough economic times, people look for ways to cut costs, to work within their budget. One trick that they ultimately find out through the grapevine is that, hey, maybe if I list my house or my address as being in that zip code, because that zip code has a safer, better rates than my zip code, I can save some money. But what they don't know that they're doing is that they're committing insurance fraud. And if somebody finds out about it, you can go to jail. What's worse is, let's say you need to file a claim one day because you actually need to use your insurance. And let's assume nobody ever finds out while you're doing this, and so you don't go to jail. You're not in the clear, because if you need to use your insurance policy one day and you file a claim, the insurance company will deny you because they'll find out that you lied on your insurance application. They didn't have the ability to properly rate you, and so they'll deny your coverage. So there's no point in even having insurance if you're just going to try to save money by listing your address fraudulently as somebody else's house that you don't actually live at.
All right, let's take a look at what you should do. Here's your best move. They don't live in your home. They borrow your car often. You say just call the insurance company up and add them to your policy. That'll do it.
Yes. If somebody drives your car on a regular basis and you allow them to use your car on a regular basis, let's say they don't live in your house, they're your brother, they're your mom, they're a business colleague, and they use your car on a regular basis, you are required to add them as a driver on your policy. If you don't, and they are in an accident, it's worse than just you being responsible. Your insurance won't even cover them. You are fully responsible for all the damage they cause. So if you allow somebody to drive your car regularly, and they're not in your household, so you think to yourself, well, my daughter doesn't live in my house, she lives away at college, so I don't have to add her to my policy. But she drives your car regularly. If she hits somebody up at college, if she's hanging out one night and she runs into something, it's as though you don't have insurance at all. And you're fully responsible for everything. Talk about losing everything you've worked for your whole life. That is a surefire way to lose everything you have worked for your whole entire life. Don't play around with insurance. Make sure you talk to an attorney, or make sure you talk to a competent agent. Understand what your legal requirements and obligations are so that you are not exposed. You got to pay an extra $100 a year, fine, but as long as you are protected.
All right, Attorney Michael Jafar from the Dearborn firm, Jafar and Mahdi. Thank you very much. We have a link to their site on our site, myfoxdetroit.com, to find it on the Money Monday page. And I'll see you tonight on Fox 2 News beginning at 5.